Hello, how are you doing? I'm Yinka Flawless. I'm talking about identifying the cause of blemishes on the skin. This is the second part. In the first video, I talked about things that you don't naturally do. You do them once in a while. Maybe you share the personal belongings with someone just once and you broke out, with pimples or acne 3 days later. Or maybe you went and ate something that you've not been eating, you ate it for the first time. Maybe a drink, or maybe you traveled and just because of a change in environment, you began to act all over your entire body. Or maybe you changed your makeup brand or your skincare products brand. This could be the reason for the recurring blemishes. So find out exactly what could be the reason. Check anything you did in the last 24, 48, or even 72 hours. You could just do this thing once and then your skin reacts to it. So you need to check all of that. Now this video is meant to talk about your lifestyle, how your lifestyle could be the reason for the recurring blemishes. Now I'm talking about the very first thing, which is stress. Lots of people do not know that stress could be the reason why they are having recurring blemishes, because stress should make you to have hormonal imbalance, and that means that the oil producing gland will keep producing oil, excessive oil, and your pores keep getting clogged and keep having acne. Another thing that stress does for your skin, it prevents your skin from responding positively to skincare products. So it appears like the products are not effective at all. So you need to check all of this. If you can't totally avoid stress, you need to learn how to manage it so that it doesn't affect the way you look and the way your skin feels as well. Now another thing you need to check is you need to stop going to bed in a dirty skin. Take care of your makeup before going to bed, not just with face wipes, but with a makeup remover and a cleanser. That's the only way you can be so certain that your skin is entirely clean, all the makeup ingredients have left your skin and your pores are not clogged. Also, wash your entire body, have a proper bath before going to bed, because the dirt that your skin was exposed to during the day, if left over the night, it will keep getting accumulated, and that will prevent you from having a glowing skin. Also, when you sweat, it's good to sweat because it's one of the ways our body gets detoxified, brings out all the toxins from inside our body. But then all these toxins, the oils, the impurities and the dirt, if left on your skin will reabsorb it, and that can lead you to having infection and rashes. And you may be wondering, what is happening? And I've been doing everything Yinka tells me to do, so you need to check that as well. You also need to ensure that everything that touches your face or your body is clean. Your handkerchief, your sunglasses, your phones, your bed sheets and pillowcases. Now after cleansing your skin, after having a proper bath, it should be very, very bad for you to now go and lay the properly cleansed skin on a dirty pillowcase or a dirty bed sheet. Now after the skin has been cleansed, you now go to get the skin to interact with dirt. That can keep you having a reaction. You may be wondering, I'm doing everything Yinka says I should do. Why am I still breaking out? It is because after doing the things I've told you to do, you're still getting the skin exposed or getting the skin to interact with dirt 6 hours every day. How can the skin glow that way? You just keep having that blemishes over and over again, and to appear like all the products you're using are not effective. So you need to stop doing that. Also, watch your towel. Your towels must always be clean, especially your face towel. It must be washed every other day. Now, towel, with the way the texture of a towel is, it harbors germs easily, and you won't know. So you need to wash with warm water every other day, because that is one thing that harbors bacteria so easily. And then your bathing soap and sponge, because these items are always wet, and anything that is wet, it's a breeding place for bacteria. So you need to ensure that these things are dry. Immediately after taking them, expose them to space, to a place where they can get dried up, and also ensure that you don't share these things with anybody. If you know someone that having recurring blemishes, don't share anything with them. This is not to isolate them, but it's just to ensure that you don't begin to have that kind of blemishes. That's very, very important. It is not that you're trying to isolate them or something. It is just so that you want to have a blemish-free skin. If you are the person, don't share anything personal with anybody in your family. Your bathing soap, a sponge, your towel, don't share with anybody till you're able to get rid of the blemish completely. Do you understand? That's the thing you need to do. You may have been doing this for 10 years or whatever, it doesn't matter. If you've been having recurring blemishes, you need to pay attention to the things I've just mentioned. And lastly, stop doing self-surgery. picking at your faces, popping out the pimples, the acne. It doesn't help matters at all. To keep reviving the acne and the pimples, and even to prevent your dark spot from fading, because anytime you touch, it revives the wound, and then to appear like the dark spots cream you went to buy is not effective at all. So keep your hands off your face. Anytime your hands are touching your face, they're actually caring for your face, not picking and not popping the pimples and not picking at your lips. Stop doing all of those things, and you are on your way to having a blemish free skin. That is all I have for you for now. Watch out for the third video where I'll be talking about another way to identify the cause of any blemish you may be having. Thank you so much. Bye for now.